All right, welcome everyone. My name is Paula Phillips, also known as Journal Artista, and it's Saturday night over on the Journal Artista channel. It's 9 p.m. Just do some business here. Ooh, things moving on their own. All right. Oh, one more. If you're watching the recording, this is a live show with a live audience. Most of the time I'm talking to them. Sometimes I talk to myself. I always suggest if you watch a long video to put it on 1.5. Maybe if you're watching me, sometimes I talk fast. Maybe it should be 1.25. Hi guys. Hi Lisbeth. Hey Shauna. Hey Terry. Hey Laura. Video and audio is good. Awesome. Thank you so much for letting me know. Although I haven't got loud yet. I'll have to laugh or something and we'll check how loud it is. Hi Candy. Hi Kathy. Hey Linda. Linda with a Y. Good to see you. Whoa, why are we so close? Although I'm working in this journal tonight, so maybe this close isn't too bad, actually. Does it look clear? Yeah. That, what did he call that? Was that esgraffito? Anyways, I can see that clearly, so that looks good. Hi, April. Hi, Melinda. Ooh, it's hot. I don't know about where you guys live. We got out of the heat wave, last week, so I had a couple, 3 days, not too bad. And then today's hot and humid again, feeling like 40 degrees Celsius, that is. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I'm all right. I apologize to everyone that I had to take that video. That, what was it, Tuesday? I streamed Tuesday morning, but unfortunately, like a Yahoo, I flashed my address, so I had to take it down. So I apologize for that. I will flip through my composition journal a little bit, show you what I've been doing lately. Tonight's page will be, I'm going to be completing this page. This is my Dina Wakely journal. I'm going to do a little quick page. It's kind of a metaphor of how I'm feeling. A lot of people, I know, are probably worried about me, which is 104, Candy. Oh, yeah, hot and humid, my friends. Hi, Eileen. And so I was reading, and I don't know, I might start whenever I feel like arting. I'm just gonna art, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna start exactly at 9:30. We're just gonna go with the flow right now. So I've been doing a lot of reading. I still have a hard time looking at my phone, looking at screens, but I'm doing a lot of listening to videos and stuff, and a lot of reading. And it's so weird. Anyways. So today or yesterday, I picked up this book. Now that I have my art bookshelf, and when I flip through my journal, I'll show you some pictures I took. Now that I have that, all set to go, all my books, I even went yesterday to the dark side of my room and took out another 20 or 30 books. Sorry, Eileen, I didn't tape it. Sorry, I didn't go live. Oh. Hey, Patty. Perfectly Patty. Hi, Colleen. Good to see everybody. Oh, so good to see everybody. So I went to the dark side of the room. I took out another 20 books because I was specifically searching for a couple of journals I knew I had in there. Found more books, cleaned them off, put them on my new shelf. And it feels so good to have that little nook. And I'm thinking about other ways. I'm going to hang some of my art, not my art, actually, other people's art, what other people have made me, like Linda and Dar and the beautiful paint that Dee Dee did. I'm going to hang it in my living room in a different spot. Like now I have that window. I'll show you, not window. There's definitely no windows in my living room. In fact, where I sit, it's only 6 feet. The ceilings are only 6 feet. So it's perfect for me. I love those little nooks. And now, I was just sitting there today thinking to myself, on my lawn chair, on my little lawn chair. Actually, it's not little, it's a big lawn chair. Anyway, sitting on my lawn chair, and just looking at my books and thinking like, how blessed am I to be able to, have all these books at my fingertips and, be able to learn. Like I was doing some gratitude today and I'm like, how blessed am I that I have all this information, not just the internet, but like as well as books, right? Like I have all this information that I can get inspiration from and all that good stuff. I did, Laura. I have it right here to show. Oh, I love them. Uh, Remind me, don't forget. Maybe give me a moment. Uh, so anyways, it's so nice to be able to just pick up a book and they're all well kind of organized based on like I have my sketching section, art journaling, mixed media kind of stuff, watercolor, a whole like shelf of books of like, that's a Year of the Doodle and Carrie Smith books and like Draw 365 and Paint 365, all those like fill it in type books, a whole shelf, a whole like cube, IKEA cube. So, anyways, I was wanting to pick up, I have like a ongoing list of books that I can read in an hour or less. Like if I'm not feeling so good, what are some kind of pick me up books I can read in an hour or less? And this is one of them. I actually bought it at Michael's a long time ago. You might have seen it already. My apologies if you have. It's just a little simple book called Think Happy, Instant Pep Talks to Boost Positivity. What the heck was that noise? I heard something funny under my table. oh, I just heard something real big under my table. Did you hear that? Oh, if there's a mouse under here, I'm going to lose my ever-loving mind, my friends. There's no amount of happy books that will take. Okay, it's just probably me moving something. It's all in my head. It's all in my head. Oh my goodness. Welcome, Elemental Designs. Oh, did I say hello to everybody? Oh my word! It's just in my head. Ever since that first day of cleaning, like I haven't seen any, other evidence. It's just like I'm paranoid about it. Absolutely paranoid. Absolutely paranoid. Anyways, so I was reading this Think Happy today. Oh, I was reading the Think Happy today, and it had such a good metaphor. Of course, probably I won't be able to find it of how I'm feeling, and I think it'll explain to you guys a little bit like why I've been absent. Oh yeah. Oh, of course I marked it and I didn't go to the mark. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, sorry guys. I'm looking up at the chat. I apologize if I miss anything. Again, I'm still looking at the dark chat, like the dark with the white, and it's really hard. Like it's literally blurry right now. So I'm trying to squint and do whatever. So I apologize if I miss anybody. All right. So it was this part that says, don't mistake a cave for a cocoon. It says when you're emotionally sucker punched, well, for me, it's getting used to meds. It's normal to take time alone to heal and gain insight, but make sure you're going into a healthful cocoon and not a cave. So a lot of, like, you guys know that if I've had troubles in the past, I just completely go off, right? Like, not go off like I go crazy on my soapbox. No, not that type of go off. I don't like to share my problems necessarily with everybody all the time. So, sometimes if I'm too much of a rough patch, then I just I go into my cave, right? I go into a cave. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to deal with anything, whatever. But right now, and I'm gonna tell you, it's the perfect metaphor. Right now, I'm in a cocoon. Is how I feel. So it's not like when I'm in a cave, I don't want to do anything, right? Like I'm literally just like a bear. I'm slumbering. What's the word I'm looking for? Slumbering. Today I've got some Diet Coke. Hibernating. Oh, sweet love and goodness. It's like you're hibernating. But like right now I feel like as I'm getting used to these medications, and like I said, now I have two of them that have the exact same symptoms when you're trying to get on them, I'm just like in a little cocoon right now. And I think the difference is that like when I'm in a cave, I have no interest in anything. No interest in art, no interest in my friends, no interest in anything, right? Where I'm really, in my depressive state. And that's not how I feel right now. I feel like I need to be in a cocoon. So that means I need to, while I'm trying to my mind is trying to get used to this literally chemical changing my brain. Uh, I just need to be in like a little cocoon, so I'm not hiding from everybody like I'm in a cave, like, because then I'm not doing art, I'm not doing stuff or whatever. I hope that makes sense. If you're upset, I know I I just hate to be the one to go in, and then I think, like, if I haven't been around in a couple of days, although today, like, I'm hard on myself, right? So I'm showing up tonight. I didn't stream Wednesday, which I know is bad. Like, I'm just so dizzy sometimes, guys. I can't even explain it. But I still stream twice this week. Like, I can't be so hard on myself that, whatever. It's just sometimes right now, so in my little cocoon, I'm journaling. I'm doing a lot of journaling. You'll see I'm putting a journal back in art journal a little bit now. And I like to write because for my mind, I'm writing a lot because my hand can only move so fast. So it slows my thoughts down. Hi, Sin. Hi, Devon. Welcome, Tanya. Sorry if again, it's really hard to see. And then if I put like it bigger, then I can't see at all what I'm doing. It's a bad, anyways, I'm not going to complain. So right now I'm just in a little cocoon. It's just, again, I know I've been through this before. Well, not these two particular meds together before, but I know I'll come out of this better. So I got a good quote for tonight as well. So hope that helps. Like, hey Darla, welcome Lisa. Hopefully that makes you understand. Kind of like I'm reading, I'm just doing my own thing, kind of over here, well, with my healthcare professionals, and Simon and my family and stuff, but like I'm still arting. So that's the big difference, right? If I was in my cave, I wouldn't be like interested in anything. So a little bit, well, first, before I forget, let's show the wonderful Laura Church's ATC she sent me in the mail. What a nice surprise. I just don't want to make sure flashing anybody's address again. All right. She made this beautiful card. Hi, Linda. Welcome, Encouragement Club. I like the name. Welcome, Bo. Oh, I can't see a thing. All right. Beautiful card. I love the little watercolored bamboos. I have bamboo right. Well, no, I think this is called like sticks and. No. This is a Patty Tolly Parish stencil. I always think of it looks like bones to me, but it's not called bones. Anyways, look at this ATC. This is just me. Little Miss markers. Oh boy. Now, Laura, is this a Canadian thing? Those Little Miss books, are they Canadian books? This, there was all, I remember I might even have one, Little Miss Messy. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. That's probably my Little Miss Messy, but I like this Little Miss markers. Look, she's holding the markers. I love that. I use markers every day. And then look at this. Now, I know a lot of you guys think that profile picture, you've told me before, looks like a mugshot. I don't care. I love it. And at least it's only 5 years old. Not like my picture on YouTube here. That's at 20 years old for sure. 15 to 20 years old. So at least it's a step up from that. But look, she painted it. Oh, my light's probably washing it out. Like if I go like this, you can't see any shading. But it's beautifully shaded. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much. Yeah, are they Canadian? Kathy, Laura, the Little Miss books? You think Canadian and British? I think Little Miss Sunshine, and I don't know if this is TMI, but even they made underwear when I was a kid. I remember I had Little Miss printed underwear. That's a random thought. All right. So, like I said, I've been doing a lot of All right, we're gonna work on our my Dina Wakely journal here later. So again, if you're just filing in, my apologies. I had to privatize my video on Tuesday because I showed my address, so that was bad news. Hey Pam, good to see you. Well, thank you, Lisa. Wait a second. Is that which Lisa is that? Is it? Um. Anyways, I always get confused. I apologize, my friends. I'm still getting used to these Ustream names versus YouTube names. So, but yeah, I've been wearing my bracelets. I forgot, like, it took me like a month and a half, and then I realized, wait a second, there's no reason why I can't wear jewelry anymore. So I get rid of them all the time. So I wear, sometimes I take one or two of them off, and I do have to restring this bad boys too. Well, they're all too loose because I made them when I was heavier, a little bit heavier. So I'll probably have to restring all of them. It's actually a British book, the Little Miss series. Linda's Little Miss Crayon Sniffer. Is it Lisa? I don't want to dox anyone. Okay, so this was my craft text composition book cover. There's still a video on that. It was kind of a fail. The book, the cover isn't a fail. The book's not a fail. The video, well, it's not a fail. It was just different. What I learned was that there's two sides to craft text. One that's smooth and jelly prints really well, and one that's rough, more of the like real fabric looking type side that has texture. Didn't take to my jelly printing as well. Well, the way I like to jelly print anyways. It still turned out nice. But not quite what I envisioned in my head, and not quite clean of a print as I could get on the one side. I also spoke on that video I had to privatize. I did get, oh boy, that's bright. I did wash some craft text. I want to make a slipcover for another composition book, but I have to bust out an iron. To do it. Then the last time I used the craft iron was for our wonderful friend Martha's technique, crayon melting technique, and so who knows what's on that. But anyways, I got that going on. This was not washed and dried. That went through the washer and the dryer with my regular clothes. This, I just printed it like right off the roll. And I added some elastics for a simple binding. Well, they are through the, it's elastic cording that Z gave me. Thank you, Z. A while ago. And I put it through the eyelets. And I just have two composition books in here. One, my first inked one that I haven't done anything in like a month. But anyways, it's nice to carry around. And the one I'm working in now. This is a graph ruled composition book made by iScholar. I have the pages at the front I started about 20 pages that I'm doing like bullet journaling, note taking, that type of thing. And I did a quick flip through, like I said, in that video that I had to privatize. So just another real quick flip. Hair straightening wand works well for ironing. Ooh, Linda, I have one of those bad boys. But how would I get... I guess I could cut down, because what I want to make is a little passport brace. So my hair straightener probably would do that. Oh, thinking. Always thinking, Linda. So we did Kathy Arbor's little technique of pressing stuff through a die cutter on Canada Day at my mom's barbecue. So with my nieces, I did it. So I put that in there. I did add the red watercolor there. There's some pictures that I printed out on my little mini printer. Finally, from the barbecue. So, the same kind of things I do in here. A little bit of, well, a lot of writing and a little bit of everything else. I did say in that video that when I inked these pages, I used Mr. Sketch markers. I super saturated the pages. After that, I cannot do everything. Markers bleed through. So just an FYI, if you like super saturate your pages with water, let them dry. Like even stamping inks were bleeding through, which wouldn't happen if it wasn't already pre-saturated. So I sometimes always write. So I've been writing a date. You guys know that from past art journals and sketchbooks. I try to every day at least write the date. Some moon stamps was I bought from Amazon. So you see a lot of writing, and I'm using up my gel pens. That always excites me. I did a little bookshelf here, and I'm writing down the books I've read this month. I'm trying to finish this comp book in July. There's a little tag that was somewhat of a fail with the Distress Oxide sprays. I put a napkin there, didn't do anything else. Some scribbles, a couple doodles, lots, doodle buildings, lots of writing. I also have a project going which I haven't done anything in with the colors of the rainbow, so I spent lots of time gessoing and painting all of these pages in order to color the rainbow. So I have to put, I'm using up my Liquitex Basics, the little sampling set, which is somewhat sticky, especially because it's humid right now. So I have to put wax paper. Hey, Debbie. I have to put wax paper in between the pages. Look at this. I remember who sent me this many, many years ago. I don't know if they're in it. They're not in the chat. Maybe if they're watching, they'll remember too. I won't say who. So I found that doily I want to put in. So I've got all the colors. I'm not going to flip through all of it. Some of them have collage stuff on it. Some not yet. More writing. Some ephemera. This is downtown. How well you can see it. Downtown Toronto. That was a little picture taken out of the streetcar. And the Sky Dome. This is when I went to the doctor last week. Yeah, it was last Wednesday. Yeah. And the Sky Dome, it was so hot. Well, last week it was ridiculous. But the dome, it's not called the Sky Dome. Anyways, I will forever call it the Sky Dome. It was open. I mean, obviously the Blue Jays aren't playing, but it was open that day. A go thing. Yes, I bought him a new Molly. We won't talk about that. I was feeling dizzy that day, and the humidity. Anyway, look at this. So I did. There's an affirmation on here, Louise Hay affirmation, but I did use the Distressed Oxide sprays on this, and I love. It's chalky. Chalky is probably not the right word. Well, it is the right word. I love the opaqueness. Hey, Julie, of the Distress Oxide sprays. But writing on black gesso, that is. So more and more, like I said, I'm putting the journaling back into the art journal. More writing. Like I said, it's just helpful for me because like I said, it calms my mind because I can only go fast as my pen can write. I love this. This is like it's hard to see, but it's like a bathtub. It came from Instagram. It's a bathtub that looks like a galaxy. Obviously, this is like photoshopped in, but I've got a little note in there. I also printed this. This was from Instagram. Oh, I added these. This I found while I was on the dark side of my room. Hey, Dorothy. They definitely have a chalky feel. While I was over there, I also found my collage boxes. I have this big this big container that I haven't seen in a long time. So it's a lot of stuff, like all my vintage stuff. So I have like two vintage magazines that my grandmother gave me from it was 1960. And a whole bunch of other vintage stuff like that. So that my special box, and in the special box had some old 7 Gypsy, like it was a collage sheet that were stickers. So I just cut them out. I'll cut them out and put them there. Here's what I was talking about. There's my bookshelf. Since then, I've added more books. Like I said, I got another like 20 or so from the dark side over there. I added like my crystals and some candles and special things on the shelves too. So it looks a bit different. And then my book nook that I talk about, I moved because I had to move this shelf. I had to move my paintings and other things. So I'm going to put them right there once I take the washi tape off the wall. But see how dark it is? Like right there, that's the top of my ceiling. It's only 6 feet, 6-foot ceilings in that part of my house. Thank you, Elizabeth. I used this already. My coffee now. Darn it. Dang, some black gesso technique. I was also sorting another collage box. So I've been like busy doing random other things around here. That's Lisa M. I know, Lisa Marie. That's what I meant. I didn't want to say like I know what your last name is. Also starts with an M, but I didn't want to say it out loud. And I definitely remember who you are. So look, I even have this, my friend, right beside me. Ta-da! I just like I said, I get confused sometimes on who like the names on YouTube versus Ustream. I definitely remember you, my friend. So I'm so glad to see you. And there anybody else that was at that first art retreat in Maryland? Because Lisa was there. Uh, so I did a little bit of that. You guys saw that I have the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck from Kim Kranz. And I pulled the card, the Siren, so I just drew it on top of a whole page of writing. I like that. This was from a calendar or something. Not or something. It was from a calendar. I want to do, I still haven't done it, but I want to write, I saw a quote. I may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I'm some people's double espresso. So that's what I want to write there. Yeah, Lisa loves to scrap. That's what it was. That's what it was. Some random collage, faux collage there, some faux ephemera. Using up my pens, really enjoying using up my pens. I sprayed a couple more pages. Speaking of using up pens, so I have those gel writer pens. Is it right there? Yeah, but there's a million things on top of it. Anyways, they had this blue pen, and when you start writing with it, right, on white, it's pretty opaque. So I'm like, this is be interesting. So I started writing it on black. Actually, I scribbled this little thing there. I scribbled it, and then it didn't show up. So I thought, oh, that was a waste anyways. So then I went back later, like half an hour later, and it was bright blue. What kind of sorcery is this? What a cool pen. So I love how it looks on the black gesso. When I started writing on here, I was also doing a little bit of doodling over here, and I heated it because, it took forever to dry. Forever. So I started heating it, and it not erased it, but I don't know if it melted it. Well, now it's coming back. It completely made it disappear right here, and now it's coming back. So I can't figure it out. It's some shape shifting pen. I'm telling you, but it's awesome. Maybe if I take a break and remember, the next time I'll bring it back in. But it's the gel writer kind that's from Michaels in that round. Maybe all pens are like that, and it's just me being weird. So again, I bought this new Doris embossing folder for some frottage. It's the, what do you call that? Diamond plating. I printed out a little, this is on another page. I don't know if you can even see it. Anyways, from my little printer, it's some dendritic texture from a different page. I really liked it. Anyways, I printed it out. Still doing some dates. I need to tell myself to accept some advice. I've had this forever. I can't even remember. It was from a Dutch magazine that Simon got me years ago. I've had that image forever since I started art journaling. So I've been using, like I said, I've been using up my pens, all my sparkly pens, all my some washi tape Sarah O gave me. I'm trying to use my special stuff. Lots of writing. Almost an embarrassing amount of writing. But my carpal tunnel hasn't acted up at all. And then this was today. So yeah, lots of writing. Like I said, I'm putting the journaling back into art journals. Yeah, you changed your Gmail account. Hey Jane, good to see you. So that's what I've been doing. What else? Like I said, a whole heck of a lot of reading and organizing. So go back to this. I found while I was in that collage, I don't know who gave this to me. Probably the same person that gave me that doily. Uh, and this is like halo texture. It's an old sample of like a paper, a wallpaper, but it's so nice. It even has like metallic-y bits in it. Anyways, I'm gonna put it as a tip in there, but not today. So this is a whoa, hold the fort. We are crooked. Oh well, it is what it is. We're a little bit crooked, but that's okay. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling the same. I just dizzy, and I know that this I have to go through the dizzy phase. And if you just got here real quickly, I was inspired. Today's page is inspired by Think Happy by Karen Salmonson. That I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. I bought it at Michael's, strangely enough. Uh, so of course I marked the page. Can't find a page I marked. So it's a nice book. It's on my list of books I can read in less than an hour. Little pick me up. So it's talking about don't mistake a cave for a cocoon, and it really helped. It's a good metaphor to explain how I'm feeling. I'm not around as much, but I'm not going into a cave. I'm not going into a depression where I'm not interested in anything or doing anything or hiding from everybody and everything. I'm just in like a little cocoon right now, just healing and turning, I guess, into something else. It's a good metaphor anyways of I'm not hiding from everybody. I'm still reading and doing my arty stuff. I'm having a hard time with screens, and I'm just not. I'm dizzy. It's hard. Like I said, when I go to the dark side of my room, it took me probably 3 trips to do what I had to do. So I'm just getting through it, my friends. So this is a Dina Wakely journal, the first one. I bought it when it first came out a while ago. And I've done a lot of work, as you can see, in it. Bye, Bo. Thanks for being here. I think she has a Skillshare video. My mind is foggy, too. Skillshare video. Who has a Skillshare video? This girl that wrote that book? That wrote Think Happy? She's a best-selling author of Instant Happy. But, I mean, also, this book is so cute. These are awesome little watercolor illustrations. So it's not just got some fun advice. It's got some really cool, yeah. You can't see your haters when you've got your love glasses on. So it's got some beautiful art in it too, not just good advice. So this journal I've been working on, I think I wrote in the front. I thought I did, maybe I didn't. When I started it, no. But anyways, it's been a while, many years, and not every page. I think almost every page has some type of paint on it or napkins, washi tape. Oh, I lied. Look, there's some blank pages right there. So I use it sometimes as a leftover journal, sometimes intentionally. So this page already, it's one of the craft paper pages. It's got gesso down. It's for sure got some pink, and for sure got some pink because that's not obvious. I was using, at the same time I was doing this, I was playing around with the Dilutions paint, like really using the Dilutions journals, and then if I had paint left over on my little blender tool, then I would put it in something else. So, or the leftovers in something else. So that's why, because I always work in a couple books at the same time. So it looks like that's what happened here. Anyways, I had some gesso, pink paint. It's definitely Dilutions, which I then baby wiped through a stencil. This is also Dilutions paint, one of the purple colors. I don't know the names of the paints. My apologies. Again, I must have just scraped it on because I had some left over. Threw down a stencil. This stencil is a Patty Tully Parish stencil from mystencils.com. This stencil is Mary Beth Shaw. I'm 99.5% sure. I have a slight, I don't know why I'm doubting myself. I'm pretty sure this is Mary Beth Shaw Stencil from Stencil Girl Products. So, but so what I thought tonight, I wanted to, talk about, like I said, I think I'm in like a, I don't think I am. I'm in like I'm cocooning myself in healing as I get used to these medications. So as I was, thinking about that, I saw that and I'm like, well, how can I put it to transfer or translate it into an art journal page? Because I really liked the metaphor of it. And I found a quote. This is by Dean R. Koontz. Now, is that the Dean Koontz that, I don't know if that's the Dean Koontz that writes like horror type mystery novels. I'm not sure if it's the same Dean Koontz or not. But anyways, it says, snuggle down in my cocoon, be a butterfly soon. Dean R. Koontz. So that's the quote I'm going to use. And when I was flipping through this, because there's so many pages, not just in this journal, but in the multiple journals that are like halfway done, 3/4 done, 25%, in multiple stages of doneness, that I like to go to this journal every once, especially when I'm streaming for you guys, finish some pages or work on them, because if you remember this page, it's pretty muddy. It definitely needs some lightening, that's for sure. But I looked at this page because it does have some butterflies and whatnot, and then I thought, oh, I could draw first cocoon, but then I was looking at, apparently cocoons and chrysalids are different. Cocoon, maybe I'm getting this wrong. I'll just shut up while I'm ahead. Anyways, I thought maybe I could draw a cocoon right here or something, but it's too busy. And then when I flipped to this page, I thought, that kind of looks like, because I was Googling images of a cocoon, right? And I thought that I can turn this page, and make this kind of look like it's a cocoon hanging down. Like I have a nice little quote there. I'll stamp some butterflies. I have this set from Craft Smart from Michaels that I never used, but it has a very little butterfly. These Craft Smart stamps, I don't know how well they necessarily stamp or how well they last, but they're pretty economical, to say the least. And of course I have one of my biggest blocks. No, not the biggest blocks, but he is the author. I've read a lot of Dean Koontz, so not in a very long time, but night, Lindsay. Thank you for being here. It was super late. Drinking some Diet Coke tonight. All right. Nothing else exciting. Oh, on my deleted video, I did show my Chris Hadfield book that I bought. Dang it, I forgot that part. What is this? Oh, part of the stamps. So I'm going to work with this to make it look like a cocoon of sorts. This particular stenciled image as a cocoon. I'm going to work through this, and I think it's going to turn out okay. In my head, I have a plan in my head, so let's hope it goes well. Oh boy, I could take a picture and put my face and put it upside down at the bottom, emerging out. I actually just today, I was writing in my bullet journal. I was writing down that I need to my printer. I haven't used my printer in forever. And it's not hooked up and it's not set up, so I have to do some research on how, and I'm just stamping around the page. Some of it will be covered up. I have to do some research on how to connect it to my Mac. I mean, with my, I don't know, maybe Macs are just as easy as Windows. Like when you have a new printer on a Windows computer, you just put it in the USB, it recognizes that something's new, and then there you go. So hopefully this is the same, because I'm so not techie. But I need to scan a few things, and I want to print out a few things. So I gotta hook that bad boy up. That's gotta be on my priority list this week. So just a little stamping, because no matter what, I love stamping. I don't want to lose this tiny guy, so I'll put it on my little on there. Put that to the side. So I did do a Google image search. So I mean, let me tell you, it's going to be a very illustrated version, if that's the right word. It's not going to be a very real looking cocoon. But this is what it looks like. Ooh, oh wait, no, can't see it. Anyways, it's a green one. I don't know if this is a monarch or what. But see, it kind of has like a hangs down. So, we're just gonna imagine there's some tree branch or something hanging up there. So I'm gonna take a pencil maybe. Oh, I am hot. I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm not gonna complain. Oh, look at this. This is an old. I love me these pencils. It reminds me of my childhood. The ones that push up. I love these pencils. All right, so I'm looking at my thing. So I'm gonna have it come like part way down. So not just the tree branch is going to be off the page, but also the little part that's attached to the tree branch. You probably won't be able to see this for a moment. But loosely follow, right? I'm loosely following the blotch of stenciling I got going on there. All right. I have this. It's going to come down like that. I'm going to use some gesso. I'm going to use, it comes down to more of a point. Da, da, da. So I probably have to bring it up from here and go down like that. Yeah. You guys can't see a thing till I start adding some gesso here in a moment. I just need to pencil out where I want it to be. Then kind of where it dips down there. It has a strong line like that. Again, my friends, my apologies if I'm not seeing the chat very well. I truly appreciate everybody being here. All right, so I'm going to take a little gesso. Then we'll really be able to see some stuff. Find a paintbrush I want to use. That could be challenging business. Oh well, we'll just use this one. All right, just got a little Craft Smart brush that I bought the last time I was at Michael's. I'm gonna put my little bit of gesso. Then I'm gonna use, I think, and yes, I know that this, I doubt there are any cocoons that are this color. What is this, like periwinkle or something in the dilutions? Try not to put that in my Coke Zero. But we're taking some creative license over here. But Paula, you don't know how to drive. Anyways, taking some creative license and making it whatever color we want. I hope it's going to end up looking like a cocoon. Oh well, I'll know what it means, and then we'll have the little quote there, the Dean Koontz quote. So if people can't figure it out, that's none of my business. I'm gonna have to put a couple of coats of gesso though too. I'm just kind of dry brushing it to blend out from the middle a little bit. I might have to add the second coat or a second coat to really kind of obscure some of that purple. All right. Does that kind of look like one? It goes up like that's a little wonky. They're like channel my inner Bob Burge. He'd be like, use a bigger brush. Why you got that? Was that loud? I know I'm loud, but it was that super loud because when I get loud, sometimes my audio crackles. My apologies. I love if you don't watch it, if you haven't seen any of Robert Burridge videos here on the YouTubes, definitely go check out his channel. I think I'm gonna take a baby wipe. What do you think? Does it kind of look like one? Kinda. More of a flat. Comes to a pretty distinguished point there. Does it look like a cocoon? Oh, thanks, guys. I'm gonna take a little baby wipe, maybe soften some of those edges. I haven't actually, to be now that I think about it, I haven't saw a cocoon. It's hard for me to say that word in a long time. In my backyard, there's lots of moths and butterflies. All right, I think we need to put the heat gun to that bad boy and then give it another. Well, what I was thinking, maybe you guys can help me out, considering that, that's whatever. So, what I was going to do is go over. My apologies for my arm resting on the table here. I was gonna outline, with water soluble, some watercolor crayons or something, blend it out. What color would you guys choose? Heat gun. So remember, this is like, I don't know how true to life my colors on my computer. They're looking really good, like true to life to what it is. This pink and this dilutions purple. Heat gun. Boy, I haven't seen that movie in forever. Thanks, sweetie. Good night, Dorothy. Again, it would be darker, closer to, or I could just use black. I could do Stabilo all pencil or something. This craft paper has a funny smell. It's not a funny smell. It definitely has a smell when you're heating it. It has been a long time, that movie. I might have to watch it tonight. I might have to watch it later with Simon. Woo! Ow! Dang it. I just touched the tip of the heat gun. Very bad news, my friends. Ugh! All right. Tried that a little bit. I'll get another coat going on. What color of water-soluble crayon would you use to just blend this out? Or would you just go around it with, I also thought about just going around it with Stabilo all, like a darker color, so it pops out more. Little dry brush. That looks better. So the blue's pretty much, or the periwinkle, or whatever. My apologies that I can't remember what this paint color name is. Looks periwinkle to me. Darker color of purple, maybe? Dang, that hurt. I wonder if I'm going to get a brand. Night, Terry. Wonderful to see you, my friend. Dang it. Yeah, just the way I grabbed it, because it was going to fall from my hook that I hook it on, and I grabbed right right at the top of it. Right, I like how this looks though. I like it a lot. Maybe blend this out. Maybe you guys think white's good enough. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a very, and that's what, the point of tonight too. Sometimes even if you don't want to art journal or sit down and complete a page from start to finish, that's why I love these type of books that are, like I say, anywhere from completely not done to 25% done, you know, to fully done. But it's nice to have these type of books around where you kind of feel like doing something, but maybe not a whole page from start to finish. It's kind of nice just to add a few things and get a page done. All right. Melinda thinks I could use a lighter purple and then a slightly darker purple. You can even use a yellow. Lee also thinks yellow. That's a good idea. Bursting forward, like yellow's we can do it. The fun thing about and I'm just gonna move this to the side because I want to use that white up. Uh, hmm. The fun thing about water soluble crayons on top of gesso is that if I don't like it, I pretty much can wipe it back to the absolute back to the gesso. Oh, I tried tea. You can't even see it. I tried tea staining. It was a fail. Complete fail. Because I guess I thought, well, first of all, I don't have any black tea bags in my house at all. I don't have orange pico. I don't have any English breakfast. All I had were some chai tea bags. So I'm just scraping just gesso on, and dust, gesso and dust onto this page. Anyway, so I had this chai tea bag, and I'm assuming it just didn't come out very well. So I'm assuming you're probably supposed to, you know, steep the tea in probably hot water first. And hey Andrea. And I didn't. Maybe that was the key. I didn't. So because I didn't steep it with like hot water, I just tried to leave it in like cold water. Anyways, it was a fail. Smells good though. Smells good. All right, so I'm gonna dry this. We can start with yellow, and then now the other hard part: which water soluble product shall we use? I'm just gonna use the one that's closest to me, which will probably be. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Crayola Slick Stick. Crayola Twistable Slick Stick. This is to me in my very very much like the Tim Holtz crayons. Similar like they're super super soft like the Tim Holtz ones, like lipstick. That's why I always loved these. That's what they reminded me of when I bought them. And this one something fell over there that's like nowhere near where I am. And I didn't go to my dark side. Oh my sweet. All right. What was I saying? I don't know what that noise was. Spooking me out. Spooking me out. Now what was I saying? That was so distracting. These are soft like Tim Holtz. They remind me of lipstick. I forget what else I was saying. So first I'm just going to use my finger. I'm all freaked out about that noise over there. Like I can see. Could you hear it? Did you hear it, Eileen? Oh, I don't know what that was. That was in the dark side of my room. Dun, dun, dun. Like, that was on the dark side. And I haven't gone over there today. That was yesterday. I was over there. I didn't move anything over there. Oh boy. All right, blendy blend. Let's just worry about. I don't know what. I want to stand up just to check if something like fell, like just to like. Nothing. That doesn't look like it shifted. I don't know. It's in my head. No, that time it wasn't in my head. But it sounded like it came from over there. Where's some coffee? I need something fell. That's the problem. I'm not over there for anything to fall. Man, I try not to drink coffee late at night, but this is why I need to drink some coffee. This Coke Zero. All right, what do we think? What do we think about that? I will use. Oh, I don't have any regular water. Use a baby wipe to activate it, maybe. It's surely bright, and it's not tricky because we did put the white underneath it. Now it needs. See, if I leave it yellow like this, what do you guys think? I would have to make it. I definitely have to. I definitely have to make the edges darker somehow. I like with the baby wipe how that looks. I really am trying not to be freaked out. It's a spontaneous craft-a-lanch, Devon. I don't know why. Oh boy. Like when the noise made earlier, that was like under my feet. There's lots of things under my desk that can like shift if I kick it the wrong way. You know what I mean? It's all in my head. It's all in my head. That wasn't, anyway. Back to this. For some reason, I really do want to use a Stabilio All pencil, which I've been sorting my pens too, slowly but surely. So I got me a bin of all my mixed media type stuff, like my food ball pens, Bic Bolds, Elegant Writers, sketch and washes. So I've got to sort this. There's one. Because some of those pens came from some pencil cases. I'm trying to like, hi Judy, good to see you, my friend. I'm trying to sort out. Some of those came from the little pencil organizer I have on my desk here because I have duplicates of things because I'd have them in a pencil case that I use when I'm arting on the couch, and then I like something like a Stabilio All pencil. I would need one in here too. What I need is my pencil sharpener, or a pencil sharpener. Everybody. Stabilio Alls are amazing. Thank you to Dina Wake. Speaking of Dina Wakely, thank you to Dina Wakely to introducing us to Stabilio All, or introducing me anyways. I shouldn't speak for anybody else but myself. And of course they come in red. I have them in green, red, white, black, maybe a blue. Red for sure, white, black. Anyway, you only need the tiniest of bit, my friends. When we used it the other day, or when I used it with in front of you guys the last time, it was bad news. I used way too much at the beginning because I totally forgot how super concentrated these bad boys are. I'm going to shade the outside of it a little bit. And then, oh, I got to look back at my picture. You have a lot of colors, you only use the black. Very true, Eileen. I used the red once or twice. So it kind of has a spot like this, and then another part that goes down like that. Not all the way down, though. And maybe I should kind of draw. It does go to a point. Does it look more like a cocoon now? And don't be hating me, sending me messages. That's not a cocoon, it's a chrysalid. I don't know if there's a difference. Science wasn't my favorite subject. The essence of cocoon. No, totally not. Totally not. All right, kind of like that. I need to find. Oh, I have one. No, I have it right here. I need to find a paintbrush. I'm just using like a round brush, not one of my watercolor brushes. See, look, the tiniest bit of paint. Oh, not a paint. Excuse me. Tiniest bit of. Oh, sweet loving goodness. Stabilo all pencil, and it's like, I mean, you guys see how light that is. Still way too much. Dabbing it, blotting it off with my little thing. Again, if you're just joining us, this is about, I know I haven't been around in a lot of streams, and I've had to cancel a couple streams because I've been dizzy. It's totally not me hibernating. I just need to be in like a healing, I'm in like a healing cocoon. Just over here cleaning and sorting out my life and getting used to these meds. So, lots of times, if over the years that I've gone away, I've definitely been hibernating. I've been in my cave. I don't want to do any art or read or do anything. It's totally not that right now. It's just I have to focus on my healing, and unfortunately, these meds make me very dizzy. But like I said, in the background, I'm still in my little cocoon over here, arting, organizing, and a lot of reading and working to get myself feel better. Like I said, mental illness, or my mental illness, I'm not going to talk about anybody else's but my own. Why is my alarm going off? Oh yeah, it's 10. Now my alarm went off and distracted me what I was saying. Dang it. I was saying something about my own mental health. Oh yes. Like I said, my mental health is a reason for I do things, but it's not an excuse. It's my responsibility to take care of my mental health. And for me, that had to be going back on my medication, and I know it's the right thing to do, and it's just going to take. It's another month or 3 weeks. So just yesterday, I went up to 2 pills a day of this new one. So I have 2 more weeks of increased doses to go. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm still showing up. Again, I apologize about Wednesday, but I'm just trying to do the best I can when I can stream. I'm so happy that all of you are here tonight. Just be patient while I'm in my little cocoon. I have faith, and I know that I just have to get through this little rough period, and we'll be back to good. In my zero, exactly, Devon. I'm chilling in my zero gravity cocoon, in my little zero gravity chair, out in my little book nook I've made. I just love that. Like I said, I truly am. What do we think? Does it look like a cocoon now? It looks like a laying Bella. You'd have her little wrinkles. Her head would be over there. I don't know. I'll use my hand, maybe. That's what we need. We need to use our fingers a little bit more. And maybe we'll add, what if I add a dark, just a little bit of a purple. Again, guys, I shouldn't say winging it. Well, I'm not, winging is not the right word. just enjoying myself over here. Creating some. If I added it looks so weird with that point, but the picture has a point. It looks very cocoonish. Oh, thank you, Vicky. It's so wonderful to see you. Thanks, Linda. Colleen's gonna go rush out and buy some pods. What kind of pods? Like poppy pods? Poppy pods? Patty Tolly Parish poppy pods? Those are awesome foam stamps. Congrats to Patty again. I did notice one of them is her poppy pods stencil. All right, let's see what else do I have. I could bust out my Neo color. Well, how do I have two purple? Oh. So the problem, and I would imagine, I shouldn't say it. I'll take it back. No, I think Tim Holtz actually said it himself. Sometimes the problem with these type of crayons, they experience some shrinkage, and they pop out. So that basically they dry up. So they're not like super soft anymore. I'll show you the difference. Drink some coffee, Paula. All right, not shrunk. I'm assuming Tim Holtz distress crayons might do the same thing because there's similar consistency when they're not dried up. We'll use the dried up one, not in the form, or in the holder. Oh, it's getting slippery. It is melting with my fingers in my hand. That's what I was going to say. I'm going to add purple here, but what's going to happen? We're going to make mud because purple and yellow are opposite. Contrasting. It's really melting in my fingers there. So really it looks like I just made some mud. Yep. Mud. I could go back in with like let's see. I need to go back in with a paintbrush. We might have to bust out the Poscas. Do I take a baby wipe and wipe it all back or what? Seinfeld. I don't know why. Frightened Turtles. I don't know why Simon's been watching Seinfeld lately. Maybe just I don't know why it's been on. I feel like I just want to wipe that all back because the purple and the yellow. Ooh. Right, because we use water-soluble crayons. Look, I wipe back like to the... How did that... It wiped back even through the gesso. Some powerful baby wipes. It doesn't look bad. It looks a little muddy around there. I think... let's think about it for a moment. I can't not see like a dog's leg now. Do you get that? Like I can't, when you see something like that, then it's all you see. Add back a little bit more yellow. Be a little bit brighter at the edge. And soften that. I know it goes to a sharper point in the reference photo, but I don't know. I think it'll look a little bit nicer. It looks a little nicer, softer. Okay. That's as cocoon as we're gonna get, my friends. You see a turkey leg? It looks grunged. Oh boy. It's not my favorite. Seinfeld's not my favorite comedy. Never was. Although, like Elaine's dancing, that's pretty funny. But Corner Gas, now that's funny. But it took me to, when Corner Gas first started, when it was first out, I didn't think it was funny. But it wasn't until I got a little bit older that I thought Corner Gas was funny. All right. So what I originally thought, I bought these, you guys know, a while ago. Oh, pen down. These little legal pads, they're in different colors. But I love the lines. So I did think, and I have it in blue and purple too. Ooh, should I go and get the purple one? Do I have one right here? Sorry guys, talking to myself. I want to stamp my title, or my little one. That's not title. It's a little quote there. My Dean Koontz quote. If I can find, we might have to do it in pink. I don't know where my other ones are. Dang it! This cleaning up stuff is for the birds. Where would I put them? Where is the most obvious place? Where do they belong? I don't know. We might have to use pink. What do you think? Of course, we would like ink the edges a little bit. It'll blend in too much, or it'll be just enough. Well, let's try it. It's paper, but I do have a purple. I believe it came with pink, blue, and purple of these pads. Let's see. And of course, I'm using this Amy Tangerine stamp set because it's the one that's always on my desk. All right, back to the quote. I don't know if it's a quote. It's almost a poem, isn't it? I don't know if it's from one of his books. It doesn't say. Snuggle down in my cocoon, be a butterfly soon. Snuggle. And I love the word snuggle. I never find anything again. I mean, and every time I say that, I say, where would I put that? And it's like in the most obvious of places, like where it should be. You know what I mean? I can't find it because it's in the place where it should be, not the place where in my mind I think it should be. All right. Snuggle. I need an ink pad. A good one. Should we do it in black or should we do it in cobalt? Just because I haven't used cobalt in a long time. This is archival. That's almost dark. Just as dark anyways. All right. Snuggle down. That's my nickname for Bella. I call her Snuggle Snuggle. Pugs. The pug in her. Pugs love to. They have to be touching you. Or many of them. I shouldn't say all of them, I guess. But pugs like to be sitting beside you and like. Although Bella is very much Simon's dog. And I don't ever. I should never say never, but I don't clean my stamps because most of the time I'm using archival ink. So if I have to switch to something that's not archival ink, I might. I mean, it's going to dry on there regardless. Archival ink will dry on your stamp, but it's not going to transfer. But if I was going into a Versamark pad or something, oh, I'd be cleaning my stamps. Snuggle. How many words am I doing? Down. And no, my letters aren't in the right alphabetical. Oh, you can't see that anyways. Snuggle down. But it is fun to have a book, right? Like, so I sparked an idea. I read a book. I read this book today. It sparked an idea, and then I was able to go into a journal, into one of my art journals that already had a page partially done. That kind of spoke to me, and I really, I need to do that more. Snuggle down in my cocoon. That's a one, not an I. Not reading chat. You have 2 pugs, Cheryl? How did I not know that? How did I not know? Cocoon is kind of such a funny word. I gotta make sure I spell it right. Oh, it's not that many letters, I should hope. C-O-C. I almost put 2 C's and not 2 O's. Oh, your son does. Your grandpugs. Oh, yes. That's like, I gave my mom that magnet. I gave my mom a magnet she has on her fridge. Something like, I can't believe my dogs or my grandkids are dogs or something. Snuggle down in my cocoon, be a butterfly soon. I wonder if that's from a book or one of his books. Almost done. She calls them her grand dogs, though. Butterfly. That fan on my computer is blowing hot air right at me. No! I was so close! So close. Hi, Virginia. Try that again. See what happens when I try to stamp and look at the chat at the same time. B-U-T-T. The R didn't come out so well. Butterfly. F. L. I love this set. I got this set at Michael's, or excuse me, Winners or Home Sense, one of the two, which is like TJ Maxx. I wonder, who? Very good question. Who came up with the name Butterfly? They're not attracted to butters. All right. I like that. Archival ink pad back where it goes. But this, oh, I got hiccups now. This Amy Tangerine stuff. Look, I bought it. Oh, Home Sense. It was only $10. That's cheap. Cheap for here, anyway. Oh, it's so humid in my room. There's so much condensation on that. I think I'll use a ruler on my cup. Snuggle down. But this is exactly why I like to do it on pieces of paper first. I always end up, I shouldn't say always, but often I end up messing up somehow. All right. Then we can try this out and then see if I want to. I've got to outline these. When I say outline, I just mean ink them. Ink the edges. Just ripping it off. I'm not even using the ruler. Oh, look at me, rebel. Night, Devon. Can't really. Interesting. One story is that they were named so because it was thought that butterflies or witches that took on the shape of butterflies stole milk and butter. Interesting. Like, isn't it like maybe like come from a Latin origin? All right, Snuggle is the first one. Always direct to paper. My you guys know. Almost don't have to. What do we think? I like it. I didn't make any hot messes yet tonight. It's a success. Oh, now she's scratching her ear. Snuggle down in my cocoon. Be a butterfly soon. Whoops, I don't even anywhere near. All right, we need to envision this, so I've got to put my frame ink the edges here. Oh, that's not going to. What do we think? Well, we definitely need some splots. I could do splots in purple. Do you think just the yellow is enough of an outline? Oh, I'm hot. I like it a lot. I could do some periwinkle purple type splots. I like it. I think that's all I'm going to do is some purple splots. Glue this down, outline it. Probably maybe outline it with a paint pen. I think if I add any more, I don't know, I'll probably just mess it up. If I add any more to the outer edge, trying to blend something out, it's just probably not gonna. I'll just make it more muddy, and then I think I'll just. All right, I'm just gonna quickly use some tacky glue. Oh, I'm definitely gonna write his name. I'll probably, to be honest, probably write it in black. Me and white, when I was sorting some of my pens there. Me and white pens, just I don't know. I do know. I say that I know. It's all user error, and it's all because I buy white pens and I use them, and for and then I don't for like a couple months and then forget it. If you don't use your white pens like every couple days, I find mine anyways, they just dry up. Every other color of pen, I don't have a problem with. White pens, forget it. Forget it. Same thing with paint pens. It's completely the artist. It's completely the user. It's totally not the pen. I think the most luck I've had with the jelly rolls, Secure jelly rolls. All right, just stick that on a little bit. Dean R. Kuntz. Now I'm looking for pens because, oh, sweet loveliness. It is R, right? Better check again. Yeah. I like it. All right, purple. Now, well, there's a good purple. Oh, there's that. What's where the pen went? I was looking for this. It was something that fell on the floor. A good purple is that. What do we think? Oh, is that? See, look, if I use this, it makes that look really blue. Ooh, Pam's been playing with some new stencils you got in the mail. Sounds exciting. I'm gonna use this purple just because it's here. Ooh. I'll need a tiny bit. Just because I like splots. And yes, I add them to every page. Well, 99% of them. Just because I love them. Ooh, probably a little too much water. A lot of too much water. Be some runny splots tonight. Have some extra runny splots. Nope, we need to add more blue. More blue. Purple. If I don't, they're not going to show up. Sweet loving goodness, I can't even get the splots right. All right, now I think, well, now we got clumpy spots. Drink some coffee, Paula. I didn't have any tonight. All right, that looks a little bit better. Let's hope. Today, oh, I realized this morning, today's 1 month till my birthday. Oh, 42. Can't see those spots at all. Well, I can. Can you see them? Very, very, yeah, not really. We might have to do some white on top of that. Can't really see. It looks nice. They're just super light. I'm just putting that to the side for a moment because of all of this stuff. I'm just going to take my comp book that I'm currently working in. I had scraped some gesso on that prior. It seems to be dry now. I'm just scraping it on. I can't stand wasting paint. Can't do it. Ooh, it's dripping. All right, a little bit of texture. Back to this. Ooh. Hiccup. No, ooh, it's gonna take a while. Some of those spots are thick now. I'm not gonna be able to dry that tonight. That's gonna take forever. But what I'm going to do, I'll post a picture of it later. I'm definitely going to outline. I can't do it because, well, I should put this in the water. Sorry, wet paintbrush. I'm definitely going to, I'm going to outline. You know how I do. Scribbly, scribbly, outline my little title here. I'm going to add some white spots later. I hope it looks like, to me, it looks like a cocoon. Well, I'll just look at it myself. It looks like a cocoon. But I truly appreciate everybody being here. Again, thank you so much for your patience with me. I'm totally not hibernating. I'm not going into a cave. I just need a little time to heal and to get used to these meds. It's a hard process. You know, they are hard meds doing hardcore things. But I know that I know just like somebody that has diabetes needs insulins, I need this, and it takes a while to get used to them. So thank you so much, everyone, for your patience. I truly believe it. I'm going to come on as often as I can. I'm still arting and reading and organizing and doing all these good things offline. It's just I need to be in my own little cocoon while I'm trying to get used to this stuff. So nothing personal to anybody. Snuggle down in my cocoon, be a butterfly soon. Dean Koontz, check out the book that I was inspired by today. Think happy. I'm thinking so happy I can't see the book right now. Oh, it's under my pens. Think Happy by Karen Salmonson. It's only a $12.90 in Canada. It was $17.50. It's $12.99 in the U.S. But like I said, it's not just, it has some cute illustrations, watercolor illustrations, as well as just some fun, positive things to read. If you're just feeling a little bad and you need to pick me up, you can read this in an hour or less. And maybe I'll journal around my cocoon. I'll add some finishing touches and I'll post it on Instagram. I truly appreciate everybody being here. And I do feel better during the day. But who knows if that's going to change anyways, because now I'm taking it twice a day. But um, keep your notifications on. I'll come live as soon as I can. I truly appreciate everybody being here. My apologies again for not being able to read the chat as well. You know me, I love to, I can't, I hate missing things in the chat, but thank you so much for being here. Debbie says, I showed where I am. Comp book number 4? Okay, no. I know I've been on my meds for about 3 weeks, and I've been this 3 or 4 weeks now, but how did you go from number 2 to number 4? Wait a second. Okay, I definitely have to go watch some of Debbie Epps videos here on YouTube. How did you go? Where's my other ones out there? I just inked. Like I was saying, my other video too. I finally found some rubbing alcohol at the drugstore a couple weeks ago. Well, the last time I went to the drugstore a couple weeks ago, and so now I can spray it. I don't have to be spraying body spray into my comp books and all of that stuff. All right, thanks so much, guys. I'll see you soon. Much love.